Your second win tonight. This one had a little more maybe trials and tribulations to it. What'd you make overall?
Yeah, I think early we were trying to get ahead with fastballs. It's a really good lineup over there, so they can hit heaters. I wasn't hitting my zones the way I needed to, leaving a lot of balls down, a lot of balls middle. But yeah, definitely a grind. I'm glad the last 2 innings went, how I wanted them to, but definitely a good experience. It's one of the best teams in the big leagues for a reason. Held my own and got some good pitches thrown, and I got a couple homers off me, but like, whatever. It's cool stuff, but yeah.
I guess giving up your first major league run.
Yeah.
I guess, can you live with that it was Ohtani and a home run?
Yeah. Like, you don't want to give up runs, but you're going to give them up. But yeah, definitely. I was kind of wowed by it. I looked up at the. When you see how hard it was hit, like, a couple came in here, and our strength coach was like, you just were saying, wow. I was like, yeah, I was like, dang, it's crazy. You hit a ball that hard, but yeah, he's a great player. He's one of the best players to ever play. Yeah, it's a lot of guys in that lineup, some really tough at bats that, some went my way, some went theirs. It's pretty cool. Can't complain. Up a homer to show it, but whatever.
DK had talked about making adjustments in game and how impressive that is, especially for a young guy. How much of a growing moment do you think that was for you to be able to do that and control yourself and, like you said, finish out strong?
Yeah, you got to make adjustments. What I was doing, wasn't working most of the time. I wasn't really getting ahead with my off speed, and then come back with fastballs. It was just a lot of fastballs, and the off speed just wasn't where it needed to be. And the ones that were in zone were very hittable pitches that ended up getting hit. So yeah, it was more of a, all right, we gotta figure out what makes me tick. How can I get the ball to the left side of the plate? And I think I did that really well the last 2 innings.
Life as a starter, you're kind of like a lone wolf in your preparation. Yeah. But when you're out in the bullpen and you have more people to kind of help you prep, does that change anything when you're getting ready for a game?
Yeah, yes and no. Today was a little weird. The first 2 outings, you haven't really been too up and down in the bullpen. The game's gone pretty smoothly, and I've come in a good situation. But yeah, today was some of the innings were a little longer. Made a little more throws, but yeah, it takes Miggy to be like, hey, shut it down right quick. We got some time and whatnot. But yeah, that was a learning moment. I'll be in the bullpen again. Either whether it's this week, next week, whatever. Gotta learn that stuff. When I go in, I'm at my best.
The pitch to Shohei, did you locate it exactly the way you wanted it, or was it?
Oh no. Trying to go up with him, and I just threw it right where he wanted it, and he made me regret it. But balls hit really hard, so not gonna complain about giving up that homer. The ones that are cheap, you're like, all right, out of that ball, get out. You're like, come on. But that one was, I made a mistake, and he exploited it, so can't be too mad at myself. But yeah,
So you tried to go more upstairs?
Yeah, more on top of it. Definitely not where he has a better chance of hitting it at. But yeah, that was definitely. I think my catcher Henry, he was set up because we already got him to swing and miss up there earlier. So it was like, all right, let's let him show us that he can get back or get up there. Kind of yanked it and pulled down on it a little too hard. He was sitting it. So
now that we're out of the dog days of August, what does a successful September look like for you?
We're playing really good baseball right now, and just that, we have a chance to do something really special, and that's continue to just come here every day, play and win, and see where it takes us. But yeah, September is a tough time of the year, but it's my first big league September, but I've been through a lot of minor league Septembers, so just kind of keep that routine, put stuff in my body that's going to help me be strong the rest of the year. And yeah, it's a different grind up here, but it's definitely something I'm glad I can do.
Thanks, Bubba.
Thanks,
yeah,
Bubba.
thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.